Hi everyone, and welcome back to my AuthorTube channel. This is episode 4, and today I'm going to battle AI. And what I mean by that is I'm going to get a random writing prompt, and then I'm going to write a paragraph and talk through like how I'm thinking about it and go through a couple rounds of quick edits. And then I'm going to have an AI chatbot do the same exercise, make sure that I'm logging how it's thinking as well, and then we'll compare the two results. But before I jump into that, please check out my new sci fantasy book, Earth's Door. It's available in all formats, anywhere online where you can purchase books. Without further ado, we will start the battle. Well, before I can begin the battle, I'm going to need something to actually write about. So I brought up this website that I found, writingexercises.co.uk, to get some random plot ideas. So let's see what it provides us. No, family get together is arranged. That sounds reasonable. So I think I'll go with that, and let's get started. All right, so I pre-named this doc AI Battle. I think that makes sense for what we're doing here, and we'll go ahead and get things kicked off here. So we'll copy our prompt over, and now I need to I want to talk through kind of how I'm thinking about putting this paragraph together, because I want to compare how I'm thinking about it to how the AI tells us it's going to be thinking about it. Maybe it's really similar. I don't know. We'll find out. But let's see. How can we get started? I want probably a character. So we'll say, I don't know, Fred. Fred. So we'll just start with a name there. Just get things going in a setting. So Fred stood in his living room. The clock clicked ever closer to, let's see, when people are going to start coming, or his family's going to start coming over. So I don't know, 5 p.m. One thing I want to note here too is I'm just going to kind of throw things on here. There might be some grammar mistakes. There might be some other issues. I might do a slight tidy before we switch to AI mode, but that's the writing process. Sometimes you just throw things on the paper, get the general idea, and then you iterate from there, and that's okay. Let's see. His heart started to beat faster as all right, so he's kind of stressed out for some reason. Let's see. Because this was the first time his entire immediate family had been all gathered together for over, 5 years. I don't know. He was always the sibling, one of 3, who most appreciated. I don't know. How about what's he most appreciate? Family gatherings. Nostalgia was strong with him. That sounds kind of stupid. It's like a Star Wars thing, but we'll just flow with it. The clock hit 5. He bit his lip and looked out the window. Still, no cars in the driveway other than his old Toyota Camry, just some random vehicle there. Now we'll build a little suspense. The clock hit 15 after. Still no cars. He checked his phone. No messages. He knew what was going on. Everyone had RSVP'd. RSVP'd. Did he somehow have the date wrong? No, it was Saturday. Oh, what is picked today? Saturday, Feb 8th, 2025. That's what the invitation read as well. The clock hit 5:30. Still, no one had arrived. So now poor Fred's sad. We built a little suspense. What's going on? None of his family, and we know he has at least, 2 siblings, and probably his parents are going to come over. So apparently something's going on. So we will leave it at that. Just kind of thinking this through as I was writing. So this is really fresh. So I'll switch over to AI and we'll see what it does, and then I'll paste it in here and we'll do a little bit of a comparison. All right, so we're going to battle the new big bad in AI, and that's Deepseek. So apparently this is the fanciest you can get right now. And let's see how it can do. All right, yeah, Into the Unknown. All right, my daughter would like that. It's a Frozen reference. Verified I'm a human. That's great. I know if you click this thing that says, I did experiment with it a little before, that it'll tell you what it's thinking. So let me get my writing prompt here real quick, and let's see how it does. It is going to be a lot faster than me. All right, write a paragraph of a story using the following as a prompt. We'll be really specific. Writing prompt. Alrighty, let's see what happens. Thinking, spinning. Okay. All right, user wants me to write a paragraph or a story using the prompt. What I mentioned, there's usually a mix of emotions. It's going too quick. All right. There's usually a mix of emotions, excitement, tension, maybe some secrets. All right, well, it's kind of following my same thinking pattern. First, I need to set the scene, maybe a reunion after the long time. Why haven't they met? Perhaps a past conflict, like a disagreement or hidden secret. So, interestingly, that's something that came up naturally with me as well, because it was like, why were they meeting? They hadn't met in a while. Fred was nostalgic, so he wanted to kind of bring them together. Characters, maybe siblings with unresolved issues, an eccentric aunt. The gathering can be a symbolic place. Right. Conflict, main tension could be, all right, it's picking like a secret. I was more vague with mine. Like the people aren't coming at all. But again, comparable to what I was, or how I was approaching the paragraph. I should keep the paragraph concise, but packed with enough hints of past and future events. Make sure to include emotional undercurrents and maybe a symbol like a storm approaching to mirror the family's tension. All right. All right. The thinking process is honestly similar to how I would, try to set a scene in my own writing. So maybe this doesn't bode well for me or for writers generally. We'll see. All right. The invitation arrived on a crisp autumn morning. It's gold embossed, script summoned the scattered members of the Harper family to their grandparents' weathered lakeside estate. The first reunion in a decade. By dusk, cars crunched up the gravel drive, headlights slicing through the mist as old grudges and unspoken secrets coiled like smoke around the reunion's edges. That's some slightly strange wording there. Aunt Clara bustled in with her infamous pecan pie and too loud laugh, while cousins exchanged stiff hugs, their eyes darting to the empty armchairs by the fireplace. But it was the tremor in Grandma Eleanor's hands as she raised her wine glass. To honesty, finally, this stilled the room. Kind of jumping to that secret pretty quick, but again, it laid out that's how I was planning to do this. So that stilled the room. Outside, thunder growled, and the portrait of Grandpa James, crooked on the wall, since the night he vanished, seemed to watch them all waiting. All right. Gotta admit that was better than I was expecting. Maybe what's this thing called? A Deepseek or Deepthink is a little fancier than some of the other ones. Let me drop this in here. All right. Here we go, side by side, and it looks like interestingly, the word length pretty much identical here. Let me do a quick word count. Mine was 133 with 609 characters, and AI's was 130 677. So yeah, really really close. Let me just label this AI. I want to say garbage, but it's not. It's actually halfway decent. AI version and human version. So let me just look at mine again here. Fred's still in the living room. The clock clicked ever closer to 5 p.m. His heart started to beat faster. His heart, I probably don't need started. His heart beat faster as he considered the gravity of this first time his immediate family had all been gathered together for over 5 years. Yeah, I know I'm cheating a little bit and cleaning this up. He was always the sibling, one of three, who most appreciated family gatherings, and the nostalgia was strong with him. The clock hit 5. He bit his lip and looked out the window. Still no cars in the driveway other than his old Toyota Camry. The clock hit 15 after. Still no cars. He checked his phone. No messages. What was going on? Everyone had RSVP'd. Did he somehow have the date wrong? No, it was Saturday, February 8th, 2025. Probably don't really need that when it's complete. But anyway, that's what the invitation read as well. The clock hit 5:30. Still no one had arrived. So I think some differences, that I'm noticing immediately. AI version, more rich. Rich, can I spell? Rich from a description perspective. There's just lots, like crisp bottom morning, gold. I don't know why I can't say this today. Golden Boast script. Weathered lakeside estate, where mine has significantly fewer adjectives. I can't tell if there's a lot of adverbs here. I know generally you want to avoid overuse of adverbs, but similar there. Say lots more adjectives. Human version. One thing AI is not going to be able to do, and I think this is what I hope will be picked up in human generated stories, or at least like mostly human generated stories, is like, I know this line is kind of dumb, but nostalgia was strong with him. The reason that came to mind is because I'm fairly nostalgic about my own childhood. It was, I had a lot of fun and so forth. So it just kind of clicked into my brain. AI doesn't have those direct references, like lived experiences. And I wonder how that would play out in a larger story. I think in a paragraph, you might not pick up on it, but in a larger book, again, the life experience of the author is going to just sort of subtly play out a bit more. So human version going to have more influence, even if subconsciously, of that author's life experience. It doesn't mean the author can't, put their mind or get in the headspace of someone completely different, or had a totally different lived experience. But again, that's going to be impossible to have, to completely avoid. So that's going to be different. But in the end here, I can't really, I'm biased, obviously I'm going to pick mine. And I feel confident that I would be able to, if this was going to be a whole book, write a better story than if I told Deepthink. Forgive me, is that what it's called again? Deep thought. Let me get it right. It is Deepseek. Sorry, I keep getting it wrong. Then if Deepseek did wrote an entire novel, Um, but I'm not going to do that in this video. So I think I'll leave it as undecided. But if you have an opinion, feel free to drop a comment and say like what differences you see, which one you personally like better. I think it's going to be subjective, and what are your thoughts on AI overall? And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm trying to do one video a week, and I might do some more like this. This was actually a little bit of fun to have this battle, but yeah, there you have it. Human versus AI with the prompt: a family get together is arranged.